lot of my struggles with classroom management as a teacher actually goes right back to time management. Like I said from the beginning, it wasn't always that I just did not know how to handle things or wasn't good at handling things. It was that a lot of, misbehavior happened because there was too much time left in class or because I was trying to squeeze too much in at once. The kids get restless and whatnot. So I really worked really, really hard, especially my first year, to better myself on time management in the classroom because we had block schedule at my first school I was at for 2 years. So every period was 90 minutes long. That's a long time. And at the same time, you didn't need to be up teaching for even half that time. Like students should have activities and assignments that they're doing during that time, but so often there were so many times when they would, even when I thought that I had planned a really great lesson that was going to take most of the period, we would finish with 20 to 30 minutes left in class, and I, most of the time, would have no resources to fill that time, no other enrichment practices, and so this was a problem for me, and it wasn't, this is time management that eventually began to affect my classroom management because when students don't have time to misbehave, they're typically not going to. But if you're ending class with 20, even 5 minutes left in class, that's time for students to, get unruly, get a little bit restless. So I had to really crack down on setting like time appropriate goals for myself. I had to get really good about always having some extra resources available. It meant more time planning and more time in the copy room and more time trying to be creative and come up with some enrichment activities for my kids based on every single lesson. But once I kind of got it down and had a good system of doing it, it got so much better. So time management obviously is super important, and when you need help with it, you should always have like a teacher or administrator that you can reach out to. I know that I learned a lot in my second year from an administrator who kind of became like my mentor, and she was really, really good with helping me with some time management skills. So I think that's something that's super common that a lot of teachers struggle with, but even outside the classroom, getting like paperwork and documentation done on time, it can be super, super stressful. But a lot of that just comes down to self discipline and self management. So when you kind of can get a handle on yourself and get on top of things, that's when you're going to see more success as far as time management inside your classroom, in and outside of your classroom.